Hello, Chris Godinez, licensed professional counselor, the host of We Need to Talk on every Sunday at noon, and then I post it up to Facebook. This video is for educational and informational purposes only. The views and opinions stated herein are mine and mine alone. They do not represent the ACA, the APA, or any other therapist for that matter, and I am proud to be sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp, like help, BetterHelp.com, which is an online counseling service. They will set you up with a counselor online. So if you're in a rural area and you cannot find a good counselor in your area, they can set you up with somebody in your state, somewhere else in your state. Or if you are overseas, you're in the UK, you're in France, you're in Italy, you're in India, and there is not the help you want, get on to BetterHelp.com, and I will post the hyperlink down below in the description. If you want to get to my link, it is, let me find it. Here it is. https://www.betterhelp, like help with a P, .com//Chris Godinez. So that is the hyperlink to that. I will post that in the description so you can find it. Okay, today's questions. Whew, and it's going to be a quick video because I've got a client in a few minutes, but I wanted to get this going. All right, and this is from Sunday's session, so these are the leftover questions that I didn't get to. All right, I am dealing with a custody situation 10 years later with a 12-year-old who was abducted. In reunification, do you have any resources on this? No. I was looking on Amazon, and the only thing I could find was a book for professionals. So there was nothing for that I could find. So guys out there, if you know of any books that would help this person, please post them in the comments below, because I could not find any books on how to help a parent whose child had been abducted by the other parent. So there's books on parental alienation that might help, but there was nothing specific to helping a child reunify after abduction. I mean, there was I tried all sorts of different things. So I would say probably look for, I know who would be a good resource on this. Dwayne, Dad's Surviving Divorce. So ask him. He might have some resources on this. I would also get with your own good therapist. So, I'm assuming that there's like family therapy going on, but get with your own good therapist who is trauma informed and ask them, okay, I need help. How do we do this? Because you're going to need all the help you can get. There's also support groups for parents that have been alienated and things like that. So go look for that. But Dwayne would be a good resource for that. So Dad's Surviving Divorce, he's on YouTube. Go look at that one. Sorry, I wish I could be more help, because seriously, there was only one book. Let's see if I can find it again. It was on Amazon. Hold on. Reunification. Let me see. Reunification. Yeah, there was only a family therapy manual. Yep. Techniques, reunification, family therapy, successful stages in reunification, a guide for professionals helping children and parents rebuild after divorce. You might get that for yourself, or you might just get that and hand that to your therapist and be like, hit me. So yeah, that would be something to do. And that was the only resource I could find, which I'm like, you would think that there would be more books on this. So, okay, so there is that. I'm sorry I couldn't be more help, but do try Dad's Surviving Divorce, or shoot Dwayne IM or however he does his communication, and see if he has any resources for that. Has anyone been through a phase of extreme anxiety, almost to the point of terror, and nightly not being able to sleep for nights? I wonder if it's a long flashback. Okay, so anxiety is when we live in the future. Depression is when we live in the past. We got to stay in the here and the now. So the terror could be a flashback from PTSD. If it is lasting for nights on end and the normal things are not working. So for example, journaling. What is this all about? What am I thinking? What am I feeling? What is the danger that's hitting the amygdala? Because remember, the amygdala is our fight, flight, freeze, or fawn center, and that's what keeps us up at night, right? Because our body floods with cortisol as soon as we recognize a threat and we get afraid. It's the cortisol is flooding our system, and we're tense and we're not breathing. So if you're doing all of the normal stuff, so the breathing meditations, the tensing and squeezing your muscles, reminding yourself you're safe, everything's okay. If none of that is working, get with a good therapist that is well versed in anxiety and PTSD, and start working on that. If none of those techniques are working, or you could get an anxiety workbook. Just go to Amazon. There's tons of anxiety workbooks, PTSD workbooks. Those are all good things to start working. If none of that is helping, then you may need to consider getting onto anti-anxiety meds to help you. So yes, this is a common occurrence. Not sleep disturbance. This is all part of PTSD. This is what happens when we come out of an abusive relationship. Okay, how would the narcissist treat a child? Okay, so they're going to do one of three things. Narcissists will either focus on a child as the golden child, can do no wrong, the child is perfect, it's their mini-me, they agree with them, and they're molding them in their own image, kind of thing. And that kid can do no wrong, so they get all of the praise, all of the, the goodies, all of the better treatment, all of that. Or they treat the kid as the scapegoat. The kid can do no right. It's the polar opposite. Kid can do no right. Can't do anything right. Is the bad guy or girl, is the problem. You guns are being fired at them all the time. And that kid gets damaged that way. The golden child gets damaged by having this false sense of perfection, right? Because then when the golden child gets ripped off of that pedestal, oh, that fall is hard and long. So both kids are getting damaged. Then the third option is the narcissist just ignores them because the child has nothing to give them. So if the kid isn't going to be making them look good or give them money or give them power, why should I bother? That's kind of how their thinking is. So yeah, there's three options, and it's terrible because no child deserves to put up with any of that. So yeah, it's damaging to all the kids, whether they're the golden child, whether they're the scapegoat, or whether they are the ignored middle child or the ignored child. Okay, even when you understand that there is no there, why is it so hard to wrap your head around when you literally are in the situation with them? So it is hard because we assume or we hope that everyone is going to behave like we do. And it's heartbreaking because we love them, obviously, and so when you love somebody, you always give them the benefit of the doubt. Well, you can't with these people. When they have shown you who they are through their actions, you've got to have a little chat with that inner child and say, hey, they've shown us who they are. This is who they are. They are not going to apologize. They're not going to get it. They're not going to be introspective. They're not going to fill in the blank. So when you realize that there is no there, get with a good therapist. Work on self-esteem. Work on boundaries. Get away from the situation. That's the only thing you can do. So staying around the abuser, the thing of it is that we think in our heads, because we're idealists, because we love people, because, we love love, we think that love is going to heal them. We think that if we could just love them enough, if we could just show them the error of their ways and get them to see that, oh, this life over here is so much better and happier, as opposed to being, self-absorbed and narcissistic, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. They're not introspective. These people never question what they're doing. They don't ever go, what is my part in this? They never, ever take responsibility for their own actions. They're always looking for a scapegoat. Always, 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 always. So as soon as you see that behavior and you know that, you've really got to have a really come to Jesus talk with your little inner child. Little one, they're not going to change. They are showing you who they are. It's time for us to get out. We deserve better. Get with a good therapist, especially one that is trauma-informed or understands PTSD. Get with a good therapist. So again, BetterHelp.com, because they are online, they are international. So if you are in any country, if you are in the U.S. in a rural area and you need to get with a good therapist, go to, let me read that little hyperlink again, https://www.betterhelp.com/Chris Godinez. So that's where I can get credited for, a sponsorship here. That's a good thing. But the reason why I partnered with BetterHelp is because I've had so many people contact me going, well, I don't like the counselor I have. I'm in a rural area. I don't know what to do. There's not another one to go to, and to drive to the other city is too far. Online, betterhelp.com/Chris Godinez. So https://betterhelp with a p.com/Chris Godinez. So, and find a therapist there and work on self-esteem. Work on self-esteem. Self-esteem. The self-esteem workbook, Glenn Schiraldi. Boundaries, The Disease to Please, Harriet Breaker. Codependent No More, Beyond Codependent No More, Melanie Beattie. All of these are going to help you. And part of it is doing the inner child work. So the inner child workbook, Catherine Taylor. So, and you're going to want to start working on that. What part of you is desperately wanting them to figure it out? You know, how old are you when you're wanting them to figure it out? What are you hoping to have happen? So those are the things to look at. Okay, guys, this is going to be a real short one today because I've got a client. So I just wanted to get that out for you. Have a great day. And on Sunday, I'm going to be talking about you're not the problem. So many people write me and they're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, am I the narcissist? And the answer to that is a resounding no. If you're worried about it, it's not you. So a little spoiler there. But we're going to talk about why and how you know, and how to work on yourself and all that sort of good stuff. So, all right, that will be Sunday at noon. All right, kiddos, have a great, what is today? Thursday? Have a great Thursday, and I will talk to you on Sunday. Bye.